You never really start a movement until you have a ceremony. And as some of you might have heard at the beginning, my initial training is in religion, so there's nothing I love like a ritual. So here we go with a bit of that. So we are now going to be signing the Memorandum of Understanding, but first we also want to acknowledge an existing relationship from which we take our cue, and that existing relationship is that of the Amman-Jordan, Chicago, Illinois sister cities partnership, which is long-standing. So to help us bring this in, it's my great honor to call up President Mariyana Spyropoulos, who is president of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. 2 days ago, the Middle East delegation visited the Stickney plant, where much of our water is treated, and President Spyropoulos hosted us beautifully and shared her information. Before I call her to stand up with us to acknowledge this relationship, I would like to introduce her with due honor and acknowledge her many accomplishments. President Mariyana Spyropoulos was elected to president of the MWRD in 2010. She was elected as chairman of finance in January 2013 and board president in January 2015. She serves as chairman of 3 committees: judiciary, pension, human resources, and civil service, as well as real estate development. She also serves as a trustee on the pension board. In January 2011, the Board of Commissioners appointed her to the Public Building Commission. President Spyropoulos received her law degree from the John Marshall Law School and her MBA from Loyola University Chicago. She also completed graduate work in American government at Georgetown University, and with her attorney experience, she brings a unique legal and business perspective combined with environmental activism. She has spoken to many community groups on environmental and water issues. So please, President Spyropoulos, if you would join us here.
I know we're all anxious to begin the ritual. I'm happy to be part of this diplomacy, and I'm so happy to have been able to partake in this conference, and I hope this is the beginning of many conferences. I think this is important work that you're doing, so congratulations on pulling all this together. It's a great conversation that we're beginning. I learned so much today, and it was an honor to meet all of you.
We're happy to have her here because on our tour of the Stickney plant, we learn how much the health and well-being of our city depends upon what they do at the MWRD. To represent Amman-Jordan, our beloved sister city, just above the Jordan Valley, I would like to call up Munir, the president of EcoPeace Middle East and the Jordanian director of the organization. I know Munir loves Chicago, and I can say, speaking for the whole city, Chicago loves you. And this agreement, what we're doing here today, helps to move the relationship forward. Chicago and Amman have been sister cities since June 11th, 2004. And since their sister signing in that year, Amman and Chicago have continued to develop a growing relationship to improve the quality of life of the citizens of each city and foster a meaningful relationship. The Chicago-Amman Sister Cities Committee works on a diverse array of projects relating to urban affairs, education, culture, economic development, social services, and fundraising. And we here today are going to try to push this also in the direction of that essential element of water. And I want to, in helping bring this portion together, I'd like to thank Chicago Sister Cities International, which provides leadership to develop, manage, and coordinate comprehensive programs and projects with Chicago's sister cities. We also are lucky enough to welcome a mayor from a different region of the United States. I have to say that many Midwesterners tend to think of Florida as part of our region, particularly in the winter months. We see very little separation between the Midwest and Florida. So sometimes these regions can collapse together very well. But we have Mayor Ed Brady of Gainesville, Florida, here with us today. We welcome you. And I realize this is good relationships in all directions for people who have really, really cold winters. So we'll be calling our friends in the valley and in Florida. So if I may, we have our 6 mayors up here. I would like to also call a few other signatories to this historic agreement. Stephen Kalishman for Citizen Diplomacy Initiatives, and also in support of this agreement, and one of the signatories is Adam Kaplan for Sister Cities International. So I am going to pass a few copies of the Memorandum of Understanding down. So we'll have one on each end. Yeah. We're not going to do one for everyone right now. We'll be signing a long time. But let's have 6 copies now for each of the mayors. And I sent paper with no pens. We still use them, even the age of tapping away on our phones. And we signed the agreement today, which reads as such.
Signature should be here.
Oh, where your name is? Munkin?
No.
You're also a signatory. Can I call you up
beside
to
on the line.
please sign?
Underline. Okay.
Okay. So you have time to sign as we read the agreement, which says, Memorandum of Understanding to create Sister Waters Partnership between Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative and EcoPeace Middle East Good Water Neighbors Program between mayors and municipalities. Whereas the Great Lakes, St. Lawrence region, and the lower Jordan River Valley are set in completely different geographic and geopolitical environments, one representing approximately 20% of the world's surface fresh water, which is shared by 2 nations who live in peace with each other, and the other being a threatened basin located in one of the world's most water-scarce and conflict-ridden regions. And whereas, in spite of the different settings, the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative and EcoPeace Middle East, through its Good Water Neighbors program, have developed similar methods of supporting mayors as well as other stakeholders from cross-border cities and towns in order to protect the natural water bodies on which their communities, economies, and quality of life greatly depend. And whereas communities near both bodies of water recognize the benefits of international collaboration, the exchange of technical expertise, shared management of natural resources, and the pursuit of peace. And whereas the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative and EcoPeace Middle East are committed to facilitating multilateral sister waters partnerships between mayors and municipalities from both regions for the purpose of sharing knowledge, experiences, and publicly available information in transboundary water management, community-led action, and other activities designed to restore and protect the water resources and enhance the well-being of the communities that depend upon them. Therefore, the parties agree to facilitate technological, business, educational, capacity building, and community exchanges through sister city and sister water relationships, including workshops, site visits, and opportunities for technical experts, municipal administrators, business leaders, and youth delegations, subject to available funding, a phrase we use too much today. and to jointly pursue sources of funding to sustain and enhance the partnership's associated activities. Agreed, this 24th day of April 2015, we have Mayor John Dickert, Chair of Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative, Munkith Mayar, President, EcoPeace Middle East, Mitch Tulin, Vice Chair of Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative, Mayor Denis Lapointe, Board Member and past Chair, Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiatives, Mayor Khalifah Aldayyat, Jordanian City of Deir Allah, Mayor Hassan Jirmi, Palestinian Village of Zubeidat, Mr. Ron Molho, on behalf of Mayor Yossi Vardi, Israeli Jordan Valley Regional Council, Sister Cities International, and Citizen Diplomacy Initiatives hereby express their support and commitment to the vision of creating partnerships between Lower Jordan Valley and American communities in line with the Memorandum of Understanding signed on October 17th between SCI, CDI, and EcoPeace, Stephen Kalishman for Citizen Diplomacy Initiatives, and Adam Kaplan for Sister Cities International. And it is done. A round of applause. I know that and this is Nader al-Khatib, and we're going to present some gifts. And while they're coming up, I just want to say to everyone who's here, it's not merely a signing of one day. There are projects and ideas and partnerships beginning here. We'll make sure to keep those of you, well, actually with the website, those of you throughout the world updated on this project on the waterafterborders.org website. Okay, so we're having, the partnership has already begun with beautiful gifts. But if everyone would stay one moment.
Attention, please.
So to just, as we share this and these symbols of different places and take photos, and we'll have many, many opportunities. Okay, one moment. Okay, well, take a photo. To conclude this wonderful summit and to mark the Sister Waters Agreement, I would like to have everyone in the room pour a glass of water. So if someone who's close to the water could start pouring and distributing. Oh. Wait, first we're going to toast. We're going to try. Okay, wait, before you drink, does everyone have a glass? Does everyone have a glass? Okay, who else thought of me? Thank you. Everyone, please take a moment. All of our wonderful diplomatic guests, we are going to stay. We're not in a rush. We will take many photos. But if everyone could raise their glass one moment, I want to thank...
Khalifah.
I want to raise the glass. I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for what we'll do together in the future. It's beautiful sharing this moment with you, and a glass of pure and clean Lake Michigan water. And let us join in a toast to our health, our friendship, and our happiness, and say cheers, l'chaim, sachten, and sante to life.
Cheers to life. To water. For all.
زيادة دول معاه؟
شكرا.